All right, hello and welcome back to online English class. Hope you guys are doing well today. Today we're going to be using the screen record function to talk through your test. It's a test day, and I'm going to be passing out this test, obviously virtually. And let's begin by looking at this email together that should be in your inbox today on Thursday, April 2nd. Do not open the attachment yet before you've watched this video, okay? So the first thing that you should do when you get this email is get onto YouTube, get onto the channel and watch the video, which is what you're doing right now, okay? So good job. Second thing you need to do is open a Word document, label the sections of the document exactly as they're labeled on the prompt. There's two major sections, argument and analysis. Make sure they're clearly labeled. Make sure your test is easy to read and clearly formatted. Okay, then you can begin typing your response. Your argumentative essay should be around 750 to 800, maybe even 900 words to make sure that your line of reasoning is well evidenced and has been commented on sufficiently. Okay. You want to make sure you submit this test before 3 p.m. on Friday afternoon, and in your email submission, make sure that the subject line, okay, so the subject line of your essay, the subject line of your email has your name, what you are submitting, and your class title on it, okay? So that's going to help me organize my email inbox as I'm going to have hundreds of emails in my inbox as I have had over the last couple of days. You need to be able to organize those things quickly and efficiently. The best way to do that is by class name. So just include your class name. If everyone puts that in the subject line, then everybody's email will pop up in the same area whenever I search those key terms. Okay, so please do that and make sure that it's all the exact same AP English language. Okay, so I am now going to pass out the test, okay? So once I pass out this test, you no longer have access to any forbidden materials, including your notes, all right, or any area of the text outside of the 4 focus text from which the short analysis questions were drawn, all right? So that is the only thing you have access to. No note card, no notes, nothing except for your brain and those 4 focus text. Okay, that's what you have access to while you're writing this test. Okay, so now I'm going to pass out the test to you. All right. So, first part of the test is the argumentative essay. I need you to write a well-developed response to one of the prompts below. Your response should feature a clear thesis that answers the prompt, body paragraphs that offer accurate, relevant, and sufficient pieces of evidence to support your claim, and commentaries that develop logical connections between your claim, supporting reasons, and evidence. All right. So I've decided for this year's test to give you a pair of prompts that you can choose from, both of which are about issues that we've discussed in the actual content and the course of the class. All right. Two, I think, interesting and engaging issues that are continue to be relevant in American political and social life. Okay, so the first one. In The Gospel of Wealth, Andrew Carnegie concludes that wealthy Americans are to consider all surplus revenues which come to him simply as trust funds, which he is called upon to administer and strictly bound as a matter of duty to administer in the manner which, in his judgment, is best calculated to produce the most beneficial results for the community. All right. In his view, this approach to economic inequality will lead to a, quote, what he calls ideal state. Your job, write a well-reasoned argumentative essay about how wealthy Americans should approach economic inequality and the improvement of the quality of life of poor Americans. Okay, without saying too much about the prompt, all right, let me just say that the language here implies that you can take a wide variety of stances on this issue. You could go to the extreme that wealthy Americans should approach the issue with indifference, that they should do nothing. All right? But you would need to, that would be an approach, right? Doing nothing. Okay? But then you would need to offer me some reasons why that is right, why that is the best approach, why that is the wisest approach to the issue, why it's right. Okay? Or, okay, you could offer a variety of recommendations about how wealthy Americans should approach economic inequality. And when you offer your recommendation of the best way to improve the quality of life of the poor of poor Americans, what should be targeted, all right, what areas what ways will genuinely improve the quality of life of poor Americans, what ways will genuinely diminish economic inequality, all right. You also need to explain not only how that should be executed, but why it should be executed the way that you're saying it should be executed. Okay? So, how, why Americans should approach economic inequality and the improvement of the quality of life of poor Americans. Okay? So, meditate on that prompt. Make sure that you establish a central claim that answers this question. You've got a couple days you've got today and tomorrow to think about it, to meditate on it, maybe even to talk to another individual about it. Right? I think I'll allow that to occur. You can have a conversation about it, talk through it a little bit, and then you need to establish your position and then to offer supporting reasons why your position is correct. Okay. Second prompt. In his speech, Shut the Door, Ellison Durant Smith supports his central claim by asserting that white individuals have proven themselves distinctly capable of self-governance in a democratic society. Okay? While non-white races have not. Write an essay that establishes the extent to which Smith's assertions are true, using secondhand or firsthand evidence to support your claim. Okay, so here you're engaging with some of those assertions that Smith uses, those important assertions that Smith uses in order to support his larger claim of policy in Shut the Door, which is that American immigration law should bar non-white immigrants as much as they possibly can from entering the United States, because non-white immigrants, among other reasons, do not have the capacity or have not shown themselves capable of self-governance in a democratic society. Okay, so that's based on a lot of different notions that you'll need to unpack and then offer. Basically, I'm asking you, does the evidence support Smith's assertions? Okay. If not, what evidence refutes it? Is there a qualifying stance you could take? I'm not going to explore it for you, but I just want you to understand the nature of the prompt, okay? Just make sure we're unpacking this together. You need to establish a central claim that engages with Smith's assertions and then offers the extent to which they are valid. That's all I'll say, okay? I'm tripping over my words because I don't want to say anything that I'm not supposed to say, all right? I'm very tempted just to unpack it all and give you some example lines of reasoning, but I'm not going to do that, okay? Analytical short responses, okay? First one analyzes how Jane Addams develops her line of reasoning in paragraphs 6 through 9 of The Subtle Problem of Charity, okay? Do not overwrite this short response, okay? This should be something that you can answer pretty quickly and efficiently and concisely if you know what I'm asking you to do. All right, I'm not asking you for a summary of everything that she said in paragraphs 6 through 9. I'm asking you how the information presented in paragraph 6 through 9 helps develop her line of reasoning. How does it build to the conclusion that she is trying to build to in the text? How does it support her assertions? Okay, second question. Analyze how Robert Clancy blends firsthand and secondhand evidence to support a central claim in the first three supporting points of an American bill, okay? An un-American bill, all right? So there's your test. Good luck. Many blessings to you as you write this. Make sure that you are writing your best. Make sure you are thinking and meditating and ruminating on these topics. Make sure that you offer me a clear claim that answers the prompt, that is attached to evidence that supports your claim. All right? If you want that extra point, that 6 out of 6 point, you're going to need to think through the nuances. You're going to need to unpack some warrants. You're going to need to define some concepts. All right? And that's the kind of thing that's going to add nuance and sophistication and layers to your argument. Okay? Hope you guys have a great day.